Reliable 100% fiber internet kaya ang sarap maging tambahay with Red Fiber.
Today on Rappler. The Philippine peso hits an all-time low at 58 pesos and 99 centavos to the dollar. The Supreme Court warns the likes of Lorraine Badoy inciting violence against judges will be dealt with. Former Chief Justice Lucas Bersamin is now Marcos's executive secretary. The Philippines will shut down 175 pogos and deport 40,000 Chinese workers. Japan honors slain former Minister Shinzo Abe in a state funeral. Eraserheads Marcos Adoro pens an open letter to his daughter. And Nadine Lustre stars as a content moderator in thriller Deleter. The Philippine peso hits another historic low Tuesday, September 27, as it trades as low as 58 pesos and 99 centavos against the US dollar. The plunge of most currencies is attributed to the US Federal Reserve's aggressive rate hikes to combat inflation, which remains stubbornly high. Equities, meantime, entered bear market territory a day after trading resumes from the onslaught of Typhoon Karding, international name Noru. The benchmark Philippine Stock Exchange Index falls by as much as 4.7% to the 5,900 level on Tuesday. A bear market is determined by a 20% dip from a recent peak of 7,502 last February. Following the threats of former anti-insurgency spokesperson Lorraine Badoy against Manila Judge Marlo Magdoza Malagar, the Supreme Court warns inciting violence against judges could be considered contempt of the High Court. In a statement, the High Court says those who quote-unquote incite violence against judges will be dealt with accordingly. Malagar junked the Department of Justice's prescription case, which sought to declare the Communist Party of the Philippines New People's Army as terrorists. Badoy red-tagged Malagar and called her friend and defender of the communist rebels. The Supreme Court also announces its en banc tackled motu proprio possible actions against Badoy for threats against Malagar. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. appoints former Chief Justice Lucas Bersamin as his next executive secretary following Victor Rodriguez's resignation. Bersamin's 10-year stint in the High Court has been marked by controversial moves, including the acquittal of former President Gloria Arroyo and the bail grant to plunder defendant Juan Ponce Enrile, now Marcos's chief legal advisor. He was also one of the 9 Supreme Court justices who voted to allow a hero's burial for the late dictator Ferdinand E. Marcos in 2016. Bersamin retired from the SC in October 2019 and turned 73 next month. The Philippine Justice Department says it will shut down 175 offshore gambling firms and deport about 40,000 Chinese workers. A DOJ spokesman says the crackdown was triggered by reports of murder, kidnapping, and other crimes. Offshore gambling proliferated in the Philippines in 2016. Operators capitalized on the Philippines' liberal gaming laws to target customers in China, where gambling is banned. At their peak, Philippine offshore gambling operators, or POGOs, employed more than 300,000 Chinese workers. China's embassy in Manila in a statement says Beijing supports the move. The government generated 7.2 billion pesos in 2020 and 3.9 billion pesos in 2021 in POGO fees alone. Japan honors slain former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe with flowers, prayers, and a 19-gun salute at the first state funeral for a former premier in 55 years. Abe's ashes were carried into the Nippon Budokan Hall in central Tokyo to music from a military band in an honor guard salute. Despite the thousands who flood the venue to pay their respects, protesters also gathered to boycott the funeral. Abe's state funeral, worth $11.5 million, comes at a time of economic pain for ordinary citizens. Abe was killed at a July 8 campaign rally. Guitarist Marcos Adoro speaks up on abuse allegations that resurfaced with news of an Eraserheads reunion. In an Instagram post, Adoro discloses he has reached out to his daughter, Syd Hartha. In September 2019, Syd took to Facebook to say she was verbally and physically abused by Adoro. Addressing Syd, Adoro writes he knows he is far from perfect, but hopes for a second chance for redemption. Adoro also apologizes for the trouble he has caused his family, his bandmates, the sponsors, and the public. Adoro does not mention former partner B. Ruaro, who had also accused him of physical abuse. Variety releases the first teaser for Mikhail Red's psychological thriller The Leader, starring Nadine Lustre. The clip introduces Nadine as Lyra, an online content moderator or deleter who filters graphic videos on social media platforms. Lyra starts getting haunted after the mysterious death of a co-worker. The Leader was first announced in July and was reported to revolve around the shady world of online content moderation.
Wala ho akong may tutulong sa inyo.
The film by brothers Mikhail and Nicolas Red also stars Luis de los Reyes and McCoy de Leon. The release date for The Leader has yet to be announced. And that's today's wrap. I'm Marguerite de Leon. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. Follow us on Rappler's YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok.